Your education system. Oh, why yes 3 years, you're about 4 years. Oh, 4 years, you're 3 years. Oh, why yes trimester. Oh, why education minister so young semester. Oh, why now we are back.
Quite Alessisano, Jeno ba solve problem say. Jeno jisane. Enya no na samono. Sukura taleno. I will offer Kwame Nkrumah time. Enya fi na eba besisa.
The transformation is coming to a community near you. It's coming soon. We are painting these buildings across the country where we have them, and it will be a beautiful day when we launch them. You see, you don't see brown and yellow. We are rebranding public schools. No brown and yellow, blue and white. Let's move. And we are changing the uniforms too. This is Akufo-Addo and President Akufo-Addo and Vice President Mahamudu Bawumia's Ghana. We have begun the transformation. We began the transformation. There's no reason why we shouldn't. Ghanaians deserve better, and we're going to give them better.
Ghana education system, I've said, and I will say, is one of the confused.
They're going to use our money, our national coffers, our little resources, which could have been used for something else. For instance, the infrastructure that we lack at the basic educational level. There are parts of Ghana where people do not have access to reading materials, to textbooks, do not have access to chairs, tables. So if you're not providing these logistical resources or these infrastructure, there are parts of Ghana where peoples actually learn from dilapidated buildings. So if you're not providing the infrastructure, and at the tertiary level, there is a huge disconnect or gap between tertiary education and the job market. That is why we have high numbers of graduate unemployment. So if you have teething and fundamental problems with your educational sector, and you decide in an election year to prioritize resources in changing the color or repainting classroom blocks and changing school uniforms at the basic level, then you should at least provide evidence. You should at least justify the basis for making that decision.
Why blue and white for the repainting of the schools?
Which other color do you propose?
Is it that you don't know the answer? Because you just have to tell us why blue and white.
No,
you are the ministry. You have brought two colors, blue and white. Explain them. Can't you?
No, but in the first place.
Okay, if you can't, we can move on.
In the first place, we are using brown and I don't even know the other color. Have we offered explanation to why it's brown and I don't know whether it's gold. But I mean, why are we also using the same color?
Mr. Martin.
You see, let me. You see, the path that you are taking me to, you make the conversation very difficult. And of course, I have read, sections, certain reports from online, and what have you. If you look at the line that you are drawing or you are pushing me to, I refuse to be invited there.
Well, Mr. Kwesi Kwarteng, you have decided on colors. We are only saying what led to the choice of these colors. You have the information. Share them with us.
I am saying that. As
We're
I
listening.
speak with you, the minister has spoken of efforts or plans to rebrand busy schools education. And I also made a point about the fact that the current uniform, if you look at the value and association or even the confidence that the public places on it, it is something that, is nothing to write home
Yes,
about.
but we see, it's not the uniforms we're talking about. We're talking about the physical structure. We say, why the decision to go blue and white? Why the choice of these colors?
Since when did white become a problem in Ghana?
It is not the problem. It is why you chose Kwesi, if you just pay attention 1 minute, I don't sit in the ministry with you. So you at the ministry have taken a decision to paint blue and white. I don't know the reasons why you chose blue and white. If you know, hold on, Kwesi. If you know, tell me why blue and white.
You see, the point is that if I'm being very honest with you, I don't think it's a relevant question.
Kwesi.
I mean, from your logic, we should be maybe even asking of why all other ministries, maybe we have, certain colors when it comes to the painting.
Kwesi, do you know the answer to the question?
So,
Kwesi, do you know the answer to the question? Do you know?
You see, the point
if you don't, you can say no and we'll move on. If you don't know the answer, you can say, I don't know the answer, and we'll move on.
Respectfully, can I tell you something? You see, the whole hegemony, an idea to reduce journalism into cross-examination, I feel is misplaced. Where, when you ask questions, you ask with your own prejudices and want to box people into a certain areas of solaces, certain others. I feel is not the best. You asked why blue and white. Of course, I responded to you that why were you also expecting any other different colors? It should have been what?
Kwesi, let's put this. I mean, we can go into theories of journalism. That's later, not today. The simple question we asked you, and this will be the last time I'd ask this question. I said, you sit in the ministry. What led to the choice of these colors? Unfortunately, Kwesi, you are not answering the question. And you're going into, you're going around in circles about what constitutes journalism. Let me move on. It's obvious you don't have an answer to this question.